What up, homies? Good morning, good morning. It looks like just Shane here. I'll be right back. I gotta put something in the back. Dang, it is humid out here. It's not too warm, but it is too humid. Holy cow. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. I gotta go to Soul Taco. I use the same thumbnails I did the last time because it's the same restaurant, same lunch order. Well, different lunch order, different drop-off.
Begin driving.
And that's like Seoul, Korea. Not like Seoul, man. I'm trying to cut back on these cappuccinos, but those Mountain Dew kickstarts I've been doing, boy, they don't have much more caffeine in them than regular Mountain Dew. I think they got some vitamins in them that Mountain Dew doesn't, but I really doubt I'm benefiting from the vitamins in one. Because I did have a kickstart this morning. I wake up and have one of those kickstarts by the time I'm getting to my drop-off. Before I'm getting to my pickup, I mean, I'm already yawning. And my iced tea, their iced tea's been looking on the weak side here. So they give that you can grab free tea bags in here. So I'll throw a couple tea bags in that too, so it'll cold brew as I'm driving and strengthen the tea, which puts more caffeine in it. Good morning, good morning. Having a couple sips before I get out of here. Yeah, I don't know how their tea can look weak. They brew it the same way every time with the same exact bags. But then again, sometimes the sweet tea, because that's what I use to sweeten my tea with, is the sweet tea, isn't sweet. They claim that's impossible. I'm like, I'm telling you it's possible. I've seen it multiple times. My back is hurting today too. I tried cracking it with a broom handle, but it didn't want to crack. I got ways to basically adjust my back without going to a chiropractor. I even explained my real chiropractor, Dr. Kyle LeBlanc. Kyle LeBlanc. I just call him Dr. Kyle. I told him what I did, and he's like, "Oh, that's fine. Okay, as long as I'm not damaging it." In fact, one of the ways I cracked my back is how he said the ancient Indians of I don't know what tribe used to do something similar. It's in their books at chiropractic school.
Turn right, and then turn right.
I just use a hard surface floor, preferably concrete. And like sit in a sit-up position and just lay back and flop on the ground with my back and just exhale at the same time. And it usually cracks pretty good. And I learned that because I was trying to, back when we had the barbecue business, I was at Walmart and my hitch wasn't working, the electric. So I was rewiring. I got a new harness or something. I was underneath my Cherokee. It might have been a snow cone trailer too, because I bought a couple of those that I had to tow with my Jeep. But anyway, I was under and I was trying to scooch to get under there further, and it just hit right, and I'm like, whoa! It just cracked all the way up my spine. I'm like, that felt awesome. And I figured out how to duplicate it. And that's what I told him. He said there's a tribe that they would tie a board to somebody standing up to their back. They tie a board and just push them straight backwards. And it would just like self-adjust their entire back when they hit the ground. So that method is similar to that. According to him, I don't know, he's the chiropractor. I'm just the person with the back pain. Yeah, I'm going to Soul Taco again today, but not the same Soul Taco, and I hope they got their AC fixed because it is humid out. All that rain we got yesterday is just going right back into the atmosphere. It's steam. Yeah, it rained most today here. Nice. That's a banger there. I think I got two. I got one at 8:21 tonight. What up, Melly Mouse? Between the two, I'll make about 200, I think. Now, it depends on what I get for tomorrow. I might flip on Uber Eats after I do my evening one, because I'm going to be in my old Uber Eats zone. And I haven't been down there that late at night. Well, in fact, even back when I did Uber Eats, I was usually finishing my night when I'm going to be finishing this catering order. But I gotta not have anything for tomorrow. I haven't had anything the last 2 Saturdays. I hope they don't throw me for a loop and give me a nice breakfast order. I mean, I'll take it, but you know, I don't like those. From Mickey, I don't know what that is. I've had a decent week though, but I opted to take yesterday off, and I'm glad I did, because I had pretty much a migraine half the day. Yep, the river is up. Damn, it was just getting all the way down. And when I was out 2 days ago, I noticed it was up a bit, but that wouldn't have lasted long. But now we got all this new rain yesterday. That's going to take a little more time to go down. That's feels like the wind's pushing me around a little bit. I don't know why. I don't see the trees moving much. Oh, there is something else on there. Straight banger, yes. Now, when I was watching Steve's live stream last night, him and Sean, the Colorado co-rideshare guy, or co-ride guy, I can't ever remember his name. His channel, let's call him Sean. When it came to the food apps, they said there's no such thing as bangers anymore. Yeah, there is. I get them on Uber Eats. I said that in the chat though, but yeah, I mean, come on, when I take 2 or 3 different deliveries and I'm making over $40, 40, 50 bucks off 2 or 3 deliveries, those aren't your no tip orders. They're not your $4 and $5 tip orders. There are customers out there that still tip good like the old days, despite all the elevated fees and costs and all that crap that goes into these food apps. I'd like to talk to somebody that drove for Grubhub back before DoorDash and Uber Eats came out. And see how when all you did was pay like a $3 delivery fee, but you still paid, you know, regular menu prices, no extra fees when you ordered. So I'm assuming Grubhub got part of that fee and the driver got the rest, and the tip. There was probably still a lot more cash tips on that too. My friend Susie here that had all restaurants delivery long before these gig apps came out, she should have paid attention to Grubhub and tried to do the same thing. I think that just ran her out of business, that and then DoorDash. I don't know when she quit doing the all restaurants delivery. That's what she called it. Because the customer could order from restaurants that don't even have delivery with her company. That's how it worked. And over the years, she made some pretty good money over it. And she didn't really deliver. She hired drivers. She'd go out and deliver if she had to. I never drove for her, but I know I had a couple friends that did, and they made pretty good money working for her, doing that. There was a lot of zip code based stuff on what you pay for the delivery fee. And that's how she did it. The driver made a bulk of the fee and she made a little something of the fee. But not the whole thing like Domino's does. The driver gets nothing. I can't remember if she paid her drivers hourly either. I'd have to find her and talk to her. But she was a pioneer in it, basically, compared to what's going on now. Because she did it so, I mean, she was doing this back in the mid-90s. Well, I am taking 44. Shoot, I should have. 24 minutes, 23 minutes. I'm not taking 44. I'm taking the other route. It's a minute shorter. Damn, dude, you're getting into the slow lane. They get out of the. I was in a turn lane here to get on I-44, and then the car behind me decided to get over the same time as me, but they launched. They just stomped down, and I was doing 65. They passed me now. I mean, if you want to go fast, ease your way over to the fast lane. Yeah, they were all up my butt. And then they jumped over another lane real quick. I'm feeling some wobble in my steering wheel right around 65, 64 to 66. Well, I'm still feeling it. Then it'll smooth out. I'm at about, it says I'm only doing 66, but my speedometer says I'm doing faster. Looking at the GPS. I got to figure out what that wobble is. Probably from hitting a pothole. Frickin' potholes. I don't feel it at lower speeds, so I got to look at my front tires and pay attention to the wear, the tread wear. I really don't want to ruin my new tires because the alignment's out a little bit, but it drives straight. Hell, one of the tires could be a little out of balance too, who knows, from hitting a pot. Yeah, I'm doing a Dewey's Pizza order at 8:21 p.m. and it's the one on Hampton in the South City that I they've got a little bar. I think it's somebody has a dance studio in their house or something, because it's got like I don't know the name. Space Flight Dance Sensation or something like that. I never heard of it. It says I'm going to get there at 10:40, and I think I got to be there, 11:01. Get there 21 minutes early. Okay, that's 33. I'm coming up on where I drop signal. I've been dropping signal. I'm going to see if I drop signal today. So I haven't paid attention to it the last couple times I drove out this way. Yeah, if I would have taken I-44, it would have had me cut across town, and there's a lot of frickin' potholes on that road that they have me cut across, and I don't like it. Going this way, it was actually a minute less on the ETA. Or the drive time, and I won't hit as many potholes. Lisa, how did your banger expedite go down there in Oklahoma yesterday? You didn't even talk about it. Definitely a business trip now. Bye-bye signal. If I want to get over into this lane yet, it's going to be loud. Am I back? I'm back. Like clockwork, right when I said I think this is about where my signal goes out at. Boom, gone. So, odd. There's a lot of businesses right in that area. I am hot. I'm just overly hot today. I don't know why. The I-44 route would have been a little less miles, but not by much. There went my mirror. It just never remember what. Well, I really, if the food apps are dying, it depends on where you are. Like I said in Steve's chat last night, it usually takes me 50 declines, but when I said 50, I didn't clarify. It's not per order.
Exit right, and then
like,
keep right.
For me to get a couple of good orders, I decline about 50 to 100 orders.
Keep right.
But when you're declining like anywhere from 2 to 6 per minute or something like that, it doesn't take long to decline that many. It's not like I'm sitting there 2 hours declining orders before I get one that I'll take. And also, a lot of times I'm declining orders while I'm in the middle of doing an order. Well, when I'm actually active on a delivery. Though, if it's a busier time of the day, or just happen to be busy at that time of day whenever I'm doing it, shoot, they'll hit me with upwards of 12 orders between my van and the front door to drop the order off while I'm trying to drop the order off. Because that's when they want you to accidentally hit that accept button on something that you don't even know what you're doing. You can't do it. It can be done. Especially if you get those, I've seen some DoorDashes that Grind for the Dollar and his brother was getting on that one. And just on a regular basis, I see Grind, he gets some pretty damn good DoorDash orders. They're usually shops. $30 and $40 low item shops. I'm like, Jesus. I never saw those on DoorDash. And his brother was getting the good ones too. Hit a bump right when I was taking a drink. Yeah, he's got a pretty decent system dialed in, but he literally in position at 6 a.m. and working till 10 o'clock at night. I couldn't do that. No, I don't want to do that. It's not that I can't do it. I don't want to. Yeah, he starts at Walmart with the spark drop. Hey, there's no Baileys or anything in it. No Irish coffee. At least not without a straw, but I can't drink piping hot Crappuccino through a straw. I don't know, I never tried, but I probably wouldn't like it. I watch this guy Molly Boy TV. He's a British young lad that does music reaction videos. He does pretty good. I mean, he's got a really good following. I don't know, he's got like 257,000 subscribers. I don't know. He said because of copyrights and shit, since he does music reviews or reactions, he only makes about 10% of the revenue that actually goes through his channel, and he's still doing okay. He said, he doesn't work a real job. I think all he does is make money off YouTube. I've never heard him mention a real like a W-2. But he said he started it as a hobby, and then this is what it's grown into. But the copyrights kill him. I'm like, the copyright claim. If I'm straight up playing music on my channel, I deserve copyright claims. But if it's not coming from any of my devices or my vehicle or anything, come on, YouTube. I'm not promoting music. I need to, because if I create my own music with Suno, put it in a Spotify playlist, I can play that on here because I own that music. 30 minutes? Yeah, 30-minute warning.
And then keep right.
Nice.
Keep right.
Had a bad day while you're on vacation? Yeah, a lot of people did good yesterday, yet they showed me no good orders for yesterday. The best one was 72. I gave that away and took the day off. Thank God, because I had a pounding headache. Aleve didn't even touch it. Because I was up at a little after 7, I took 4 Aleve and I just went back to bed. And it didn't do a damn thing. Nothing. In fact, it got worse. I'm like, how is that possible? I am going to
In 0.6 of a mile, exit right.
I need a couple of things from Walmart, but I'm going to look in their pain medicine and see what they have as far as like pain meds that have caffeine in it. Bare back and body, I remember that. The main difference between like extra strength bare aspirin and bare back and body was caffeine.
Exit right.
And I don't know what the addition of caffeine would do to helping your back not hurt as much. But I think it would help if you're having a caffeine withdrawal headache. Without having to, you know, drink a bunch of garbage that's got caffeine in it. Just wash it down with some water. Pop music. Let's talk about pop music. Disco. God, that's an old song. I can't even think of. I'm trying to think of who sang that. I think it was a strange name, if I recall. Pop music. Talk about pop music. Oh, I see something with questioner. Oh, it's Delisa. I can't see what it. Oh shit! I'm swerving. I'm up against a concrete wall. I can't be swerving next to this big old wall with a fence on top of it. I'm on Forest Park Parkway. Lisa's not a very good music guru. Quite the opposite. Yeah, I could never have a reaction, music reaction channel because of, I mean, the only way stuff I probably have never heard is if it's new. Especially new rap, because I don't like any of it. I think it all sucks. And well, go back the last decade, most of it has sucked. Even longer. For my musical taste, I think it sucks. All that mumble crap you can't understand. What did he just say? I have no clue. There ain't no translating it either.
Turn left.
But I also listen to old school punk rock that a lot of people can't understand either. I can understand it most of the time. If it's a live recording, some of the punk shows live, boy, yeah, you can't understand. Even if you're there in person, it's hard to understand. Not even just punk. Listen to David Lee Roth or Vince Neil trying to sing like with Motley Crue live. What? I don't even know what they're saying most of the time. I'm like, how can these be the same guys that were in a studio that recorded such great music back in the day? Back in the 80s when I saw Van Halen with David Lee Roth, I don't remember him sounding that bad. But I saw a live performance that's on YouTube from, and I've seen Motley Crue, I just didn't see him with Vince Neil. But I was pretty out of my mind plowed, so I don't even remember it. They opened for Van Halen with Sammy Hagar, so Van Hagar. So I saw them too, but I equally don't remember much of that either. It was out at Riverport. We did too much pre-drinking before we got there. a yellow arrow. I'm not used to seeing a yellow arrow here. Oh, I got a green arrow. It went yellow before it was green. Honk. Okay, I don't know what these people are doing here. They're blocking the lane of traffic right there.
At the roundabout, continue straight and then turn left.
I gotta go down around the block here. And turn around. Actually, I'll go down and make a left at Starbucks and turn around back there. That's what I've been doing. Oh, there's a fire truck right in front of where I need to park. They're not open yet, I hope.
Turn left and then turn right.
Oh, it's trying to get me to go to the back of the... You know, I wonder if I can go to the back of this place. I never tried that. I don't know if they have a back door.
You have reached your destination.
And the paramedics is there too. Like, I know corner 17, they've got a back door I can go out. You can't get in that way, but I don't pick up catering orders there either, else I would try and go in that door. But I just walk around. There's a breezeway right through the buildings. I just go through there and then come back out their back door when I'm picking up like an Uber order. That's a place the bangers pretty much died on. Was corner 17. I've said that many a times on here when I was live. Okay, there is where the back of the building that sold tacos in. Hey buddy, get in there and I recognize you. Get in there and start cooking my order. I don't feel like waiting this time like the last time. That's one of the cooks I see out back. Yeah, I don't see a back door entrance except for probably to their kitchen. There's definitely a cook there because he reminds me of one that works at another location. After time. I gotta turn this music down because if I can hear it that clear, so can my microphone. They've got... I don't know. Do they do a farmer's market over here? Is that what I'm seeing there? I don't come over here enough. I've never seen this farmer's market open, if it is a farmer's market. It says farmers on the end there. And it's like they got a lot of stalls that you'd sell your produce out of. I don't know who Cheeky Girls is. I'd actually have to hear it. A lot of the new pop stuff, I don't know anything about it. Nothing. I don't listen to any of it. I mean, I'm listening to 80s pop right now. Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. I will be waiting time after time. Oh, cool. This fire truck and, well, the paramedics just pulled out. That means fire truck's probably going to leave too. Oh, man, somebody just pulled in right where the damn paramedics... Oh, man, so is somebody else. Gosh darn it. Oh, good, the fire truck's pulling out. That's really where I need to be. Yeah, there was cars waiting for that paramedics to leave. And I don't know why. Because the restaurants aren't open here for another 19 minutes. Where's that curb at? There it is. I'm going to get tripped up on that thing. $18 minutes for pickup. You don't, but the microphone does. I've gotten copyright claims on it. I'm like, are you kidding me? I couldn't even hear the music playing, and I go to the section that they said got copyrighted, and I hit play. Sure shit, you can hear it. I'm like, good Lord, I couldn't even hear it, but the microphone did. Brew Bites Cafe. Misfit Society Coffee Club. That's new. It's in this new apartment building they built across the street. Cheeky Girls. Sounds like a British band. Cheeky. They use that word a lot. We don't use that so much in the States. I keep having all this stuff popping up on my YouTube feed about Europeans trying American food. I was watching one last night. It said Brits say pot roast looks like adult dog food until they try it. I'm like, how do they not have something like pot roast over in England? Apparently they don't. Not our American pot roast, at least. With the carrots and the onions and the potatoes. We're watching one on chicken fried steak. The guy that was actually that was reviewing all the different videos of different Brits trying this stuff. He actually made chicken fried steak, and he had the gravy or country fried, because he was torn too. He's like, some call it chicken, some call it country fried steak. Most are from the UK. There's some are Ireland, from Ireland, Scotland, and Germany. Because there's some Germans that were over here during FIFA. They speak damn good English, though. There's one French girl. Yeah, France is another one. She was French. I think her mate, I don't know if it was a husband or boyfriend, her mate, we'll just say, he sounded American. And I had to really listen to her because she barely had an accent. And if it wasn't for the guy reviewing it, I wouldn't have known she was from France. I couldn't pick up what little accent there was. I couldn't pick up where it was from. Those Brits love our barbecue. At least all the video. I haven't seen a video yet where they didn't like it. I don't know where they're getting it, but I don't know if there's a barbecue place up here that does a platter like I was seeing on those videos when they're down in Texas and stuff. The platters, they do platters up here, but they're just kind of skeet on the meat and everything. There's a lot of empty space on that platter when you get one here, but down there the whole damn thing was just covered with stuff. And I'm like, that's what I want to see. Me and Jay Twist got one of bandanas, and there's a lot of space on that thing. Empty space. And that barbecue was no good. It was terrible. It was if anybody's up here besides Night Watcher, it's because he knows bandanas and Fenton. I don't recommend that location. Pretty much don't recommend any of them for that matter. Not if they're like that. They used to be better. But I do know I'd only went there one time before, and that was when I was still married. And I remember the food was good, but for the amount you got, it was overpriced. I never went back. The boiled peanuts are nasty. I didn't order them though. I was going to, but the server recommended him bringing us a sample first. I did eat them. But that sample, it was on a little saucer, but it was loaded. That was damn near a side dish to me. I appreciated it. I didn't have to buy them. I wouldn't have bought them. They're not that good. They weren't terrible. I didn't even check to see how big this order is. $775. 53 items. This might be box lunches. But the one I just picked up Wednesday had a high item count too, and it was they did have like for the vegetarians or the vegans, they had like 6 box lunches for them, but the rest was, I don't know what it was. That Abelardo's I did, I couldn't believe the amount of chips, tortilla chips they sent with it. Like at least 8 full pans chips, lots and lots of chips. They had enough chips for all the stuff that was for the chips. They had enough chips for a lot more of the cheese, the queso, and all that stuff. The lady said, "That's all right. We got people here that eat them." I'm like, "Yeah, you're gonna have a lot left over." Is what I was thinking in my head. There's gonna be a lot of chips left over. They'll be lucky if they go through 3 of those pans. Unless people like eating dry chips. Yeah, it was Van's Barbecue. I didn't know he had a barbecue joint over in Oklahoma, and he's got a tavern here right next to the Chili's out in Kirkwood. Van's Tavern. You know Van in Denver, Vietnamese guy. I'm kidding. It's not his place. The tavern isn't either. I have marked it. I have arrived. Everything worked fine. There's discussion in the beta chat about that new thing it's Easy Cater's doing, where if it says there's no setup required, that you're only getting $5 base pay instead of 10. And since Delivered our Expedite's going along with that, I always thought the base commission came from the DSP. So basically, the way I look at it, if it's Easy Cater paying our base commission, and the tip comes from the customer, what the heck does the DSP pay us? Oh, I said I was in that. If you looked at the chat, I replied to that. I'm like, I can do it. I can still get bangers on Uber Eats. I don't do any fast food orders, but I've done fast food that was a banger because of just the glitch in Uber's system. If you know, you know. Has something to do with canceling. But that Qdoba I went and picked up that one day. All the customer ordered, it was the cheapest thing on the menu, chips and queso. Basically nachos. It was like $5.99 on the menu. And the girl working there referred to the customer as a girl, and it was about a 15-year-old kid, boy. Said she's just trying to get free chips. She already got her order. Was not the truth. So I waited in line, because I accepted that for like $39 or something like that. And I bought them. And I delivered them. I told the kid what had happened. And he said, hold on, I'll be back. And he brought me a $10 bill. I ended up making $42 on that order. What up, Dabish? Happy, well, what time is it here? Yeah, it's happy Friday. It's still Friday there. For about another hour and 7 minutes. I'm getting ready to pick up my first order. My next one's not till 8:21 tonight, p.m. And it is humid. All that rain we got yesterday is just humidity now. Yeah, I've never done those. I mean, I'm really, you guys know I'm real picky on Uber Eats. Unless it's lunchtime, I don't really touch an order under, you know, under $11. It's got to be over that because that's my hidden tip trigger from a restaurant, not a fast food joint. You know if it's busy in St. Louis for tomorrow, Tabish? We got a lot of volume. I know it's pretty low volume. I don't even really need to ask. It's low volume on the weekends always. I think there was a lot of deliveries yesterday. I just didn't see any good ones, and I just took the day off. What time is it? 11:54. Okay. I still have like 6 minutes. I'm just going up the road with this delivery. And I got 29 minutes. We'll see the actual drive time. 8 minutes. 2.5 miles. And I can usually easily find a parking spot at this place. $775 worth of soul taco. We'll see if it's all box lunches here shortly. Looking at Dewey's, it's only $286.50 worth of Dewey's. It's gonna be a small order. You as well. Oh, Outback. I don't see many from them. They usually run late too. I've done about 6 or 7 out of there, and probably 5 or 6 of them went over the 15 minutes. I don't know how they haven't got paused. Brio Italian Grill got paused. They claimed it was something on Easy Cater's, and I was asking him when he was telling me it. I'm like, oh, for not having stuff ready on time. It's like, oh no, it was something on their end. I'm like, okay. That was the first order I'd ever picked up there that was ready on time. That day when he said it was something on their end. Yeah, no, it was because they never had stuff ready on time. Almost literally every order I'd picked up prior to that, and they were paused for like 4 months on Easy Cater, but everyone prior to that, where it ran over the 15 minutes. It didn't even matter if it was a small order. It was funny. I'll be back. I'm going to go get this. I got to lock everything up because of where I am, and I'm hoping this phone doesn't overheat while I'm in there. Because I didn't bring the cooler with me. I totally forgot. I'll be back. All right, it's not overheating. Wait, what? Five drop-offs? What the hell you got that on? $1,000. I need to get on your app. Thousand simoleons for 5 drop-offs. I'm doing the wrong apps if you're making that kind of scratch. Added my photo, complete this pickup. Which way do I have to go here? That way or that way?
Let's get started.
That way.
Drive safe.
It thinks I'm going the other way. Take Big Bend over to what? Forest Park again? Yep, take that straight into Clayton. Make a right on what? Shaw Park Drive? Yep, sounds right. Yeah, these buttons, there we go. I'm waiting for you, bozo. Get out. Why are you doing 2 miles per hour? Oh my gosh, people. I mean, I'm not in a huge hurry, but I don't like stopping at stoplights. I don't like getting stuck at stoplights when it's this kind of weather. It's too freaking hot. It's hard on my motor. Yeah, I watched an install these guys, this family did on, they bought a, I don't know, like a 73 or 4 Buick Riviera. It was a non-AC car. I mentioned it the other day. And it's an electric AC system. The compressor is all electric. It doesn't run off the motor. No belts. You can run the AC with the damn car off. And it's still ice cold. And I haven't researched it, but I was wondering if that electric compressor could replace your belt-driven compressor and have everything already in place, because they had to get the condenser. I don't think they had an accumulator tank now that I think about it, but there was an orifice tube, the high-pressure hoses. It looked like all and the compressor looked like a compressor without the clutch on it, where the belt would hook up. But I haven't looked into it to see if you can just get an electric compressor that swap out. I mean, you mount it right where the compressor's already mounted and swap it out, and it would just run off your battery. You might have to get a beefier, like they did. They got a beefier, higher amp alternator to make sure it ran it without compromising the electrical system. Well, that would suck in here, because that alternator is a pain in the butt to swap out. But I don't know the amperage. This was on, the amperage was lower on those older cars. They didn't have modern requirements like we have today. So the one in here might be just fine.
Turn right.
I'm turning right. But that'd be less draw on the battery. I mean, on the motor when I'm driving with that AC. Now they rigged it up weird. All right, the condenser came with an electric fan. Well, they mounted it to the front of the existing radiator because it had a mechanical fan on that old motor, instead of hooking the electric fan up to it. What is this guy doing? What the dude? You're just parked in the middle of the freaking lane. Oh, you're a jack off. Seriously, I can't get around. He's some kind of like the city of something. The St. Louis County Transportation. You just think it's right for you to block the road? What in the world? I don't even know. There's more crap telling me make my payment to this. I don't even know what that is. These people sending this spam mail out. And I've done some research on that Avant card, credit card, that it's a bill collector suing me. It's not Avant. I was able to get a hold of Avant yesterday, but I couldn't get a hold of the damn bill collector. Their automated system kept disconnecting me. But I've hit the dates. Apparently I got that card before I got this phone number, so it has nothing to do with the guy that used to have this phone number before me, which is what I was thinking. I still can't find records of me having it, but apparently I must have.
Turn right.
Oh shit. What did I just hit? That curb stuck out far if I hit a curb right there a little bit. So I'm gonna, when I get back home after this delivery, I'm gonna try and get a hold of them bill collector people again, so I don't have to go to court on the 11th. Oh, what the hell? My steering wheel's really pulling in one direction when I'm hitting the brake. I gotta make a U-turn down here. Now it's not. Okay, cool. I thought something was wrong with my van there for a second. I gotta turn around and go up there.
Turn left, and then turn left.
Yeah, it just irritates me. I don't know how in the world I would have got a credit card, never put it on auto payment, and just forgot about it. Because I honestly don't remember it. I think it's one of them Credit Karma things. Hey, I can't read that right now. I'm at my drop off. I got to turn around and get to it. So I'm going to talk to them. Say, as far as I can tell, it must be mine. I don't know how. But, wait, this isn't this. This isn't, yeah, this is it right here.
We are all set.
It,
Let's go.
you know what? Shut up. It's trying to take me to the back of the building, and I hate that. It gets me thinking, wait, am I actually at the right spot? Yeah, I can't give them, they want like $776 or something like that. I can't give it to them all at once, but if they let me do some payments, I can. Like I said, if I find out that it was indeed my debt and my mistake, I'll make good on it. But if it wasn't mine, then I'm not gonna. I'll figure out a way out of it. I'll be right back. Hopefully it doesn't overheat. I'll put some Smell Good because they always have cologne on in here. Oh shit! It hit my face. It wasn't squirting out until it was. Ugh. Blue Day Chanel. Expensive. Forgot the hazards. kind of close to me. I like to start the motor before I get in here, but I can't. My door's sticking out into traffic. I don't know, Lisa, on when that's supposed to start. They're like doing it in small markets right now. They're not doing it in my market. I just said in the beta chat, they need to make it very clear on the customers end. That really point that out, setup versus no setup, because I get like this order, my next order right now. Oh, it does say setup expected no. The one I just did didn't say yes or no. And they get catering all the time. It's not like they don't know how to use the app. They know very well how to use the app. I just got gas yesterday. Yeah, I'm just hot. I don't feel like going and getting gas right now. I'm not far from the Costco I like to go to for gas. Yeah, I'm burning up. It is hot. And it's not hot. It's just so bloody humid. That is the problem. And I'd rather cut over. Yeah, it wants me to get back to 170. How's it want me to do that from where I'm parked right now? I mean, that's the way I came.
All set, let's go.
I think it thinks I'm parked the opposite direction. Should have used my emergency brake on this hill. Yeah, that's my valid point right there. Customers have come to expect it, whether they check it or not, whether they check yes or no, or whether they even check it. So that's why it needs to become very clear. If they check no,
Turn left.
I mean, I prefer to do the setups, but if they're going to start, I mean, yeah, $5 here and there, that's not bad. But when it's multiple a week, those $5 add up to more than $5. You know? Then 10, and then 15, and then 20, and then 25. I mean, who knows? You could be losing $100 a week off of that. And I hate to like be the devil's advocate here. It's just I just know over 90% of the orders I deliver that say no setup, I end up setting up. Whether it says no or whether it says anything. And that's exactly what I put in the chat. So we shall see how it plays out. Like I said, I don't mind doing them, but I don't want to be losing money because they said they don't want it, but instead they're making us do it. So we'll just have to document all that. And take a picture of the setup every time it happens. Time stamp it so they can put it with that order. Here's another setup I wasn't supposed to do.
Keep left.
They can easily bill them an extra $5 after the fact. That's why they have the payment methods all on history. Like Walmart. The stuff I just ordered, for some reason,
Quarter of a mile.
I paid what I was supposed to pay. I saw that debit on my card, but then for whatever reason, like another $1.50 something came out from Walmart. So I'm gonna have to go back and look at the. I just noticed it this morning. I didn't have time to look it up, but see why they charged me an extra $1.50.
Keep left.
Something. It wasn't exactly $1.50. It was like $1.59 or something like that. And I want to know why. They billed me right away for what, because I didn't have to pay shipping. That's why I ordered the shirt that I'm wearing right now. It's a real tree fishing shirt. I kind of like it. to get it up over $35 so I didn't have to pay the $7 shipping. And I wanted the shirt. Well, it wasn't the shirt I was looking for. They didn't have that one in my size. And there was another one I liked, but they wanted $15 more than what I typically pay for them, so I didn't get that one. And you know you're cutting me off. You're right up my ass since we got on here. Stupid Lincoln Navigator driver, bitch. Can I ride your ass? See how you like it. Let me turn my headlights on too, like yours are. I'm not going to ride her ass. I don't do that. It just, God, the way people drive, it makes me so angry. And honestly, I'm not out here driving a whole lot. I'm usually just on the highway. This is all highway rage. Well, it's Easy Cater being Easy Cater. They see a place where they can save money. But that also goes back to what I was saying. I thought the DSPs paid our base commission. I don't know. I thought that was all paid by them, but apparently it's Easy Cater. That's why I was wondering, what does the DSP pay the drivers? Because it's either the customer or Easy Cater pays a tip. And if it's Easy Cater, it pays the fee. I don't know. Whew, it's hot. Actually, if the humidity was gone, this wouldn't feel hot at all. It'd be all that stuff and how Easy Cater pays on everything. Starting to get cooler in here. I have a smoke now. Yeah, when they change stuff like this, it really arouses too many questions from the drivers. They kind of need to just come up with a system and never touch it. Just leave it that way, unless they're going to increase what we get paid. Never decrease. It's like you just got the opposite of a raise, whatever that is. I can't think of it. Well, if they want to, I'll start shooting damn videos when I'm in there. I got a neck mount now. It's like a necklace, but you hook the GoPro to it. I can wear that on every delivery and record it, so they can see firsthand how often. And I'll make sure I show that it says no setup required, or it doesn't say anything. Well, I guess if it doesn't say anything, then we'd have no worries. We're gonna get our $10. But like I said, that happens 10 times in a week. Shit, that's $50 right there that you're not making. If you got a really busy week, it could be even higher. But there are a lot of them I do that don't say yes or no. It doesn't say anything about a setup. Every one of those, I assume, like this one didn't say anything. And it basically was a parcel setup. I got everything out on the counter. And then they had like 6 people taking it from there, getting it all set up. They do catering like every damn day. It seems like. Yeah, now when I first went there, I was right back there like within a week, and they ordered from Flower Child because I just recommended it to them. I delivered there not too long after that, and I haven't been there since. And it had to be cooler out because I was wearing pants because he saw my tattoo. He said, that's a face I haven't seen in a while. I go, yeah, I haven't been here in a while. I thought he was talking about me, and he's like, no, on your leg. I'm like, oh, yeah, I've had that a while. It's like, is that like a band? I go, yeah, the Misfits. The Crimson Ghost. The Crimson Skull. I thought he was talking about me. Yeah, they're pretty cool people there. Whatever the place is. I don't even know what they do there. I don't get into their business too much. When I'm delivering these, I don't know what anybody does. Well, when Expedite, when it was delivered, restructured their whole pay scale thing, because I used to get an awful lot more on base commission, but the tips were lower. It's like the size of the orders that I deliver. It actually, on a regular basis, I do some smaller ones too, but on the larger orders, it actually worked out better for me. But on some of the smaller orders, with the base commission only being $10, some of those dropped what you would actually make versus how they did it before. It's been so long, I barely remember how they did it before.
Exit right, and then keep.
I know a lot of people have been out of shape on that, and I told everybody, actually, it's in the long run, that the way they're doing it now is going to work out better, and it has. Not so much on smaller orders, but
Keep left.
I just wish pretty much anything, well, the way they do it, anything over $5,000 subtotal, it's a 10% tip if the customer didn't tip. Which that's utter bull crap that somebody would order that much food and not tip. But you know, on where it's up of that, it's $100 for every $1,000 worth of food. And I think under $1,000, they should do a 10% sliding scale too. All the way up to 1,000. Then it's straight one like they do it now. I mean, come on, you're doing $900 worth of food that's paying like 40, 50 bucks. And we've done them. On the bigger orders over $1,000, the new pay scale works a lot better. I want to go to Walmart, but I don't. My van will be so hot when I come back out. I don't even want to get in it when it's that hot. But like I said, if I legitimately don't have to do a setup, I just drop it off at the front desk or whatever, or meet somebody with a cart, that's fine. Take the $5. But if we do have to set up, I want to make sure, I want there to be a way we get compensated that extra $5 if we do a setup, even though it said no setup. As soon as I started seeing that big red thing at the top, I knew something was something was coming, because, well, I have that there. It's always set it down in the drop-off instructions. I don't like the big red thing. It makes me feel like I did something wrong. Coming up on me. I'm probably going to buffer here in just a minute. But it won't take long. I'll get my signal back. There goes the signal. Well, back up to full 5G. It's gonna drop. It's playing with me right now. I gotta get over. Let these people merge onto the highway. Well, I lost signal on the way out. I gotta double check and make sure my jumper box is inside. I think it's charged. I need to pack it in here. I'm gonna make a trip out to my mom's soon and grab the key to my sister's CRV that's out in the driveway and check it out, see if I can get it started. I don't think it's ran in a year ever since my over. My nephew drove that CRV for a while. And he's still in high school, so he's not that old. And he ran it really low on oil. I hope that didn't screw up the pistons and rings. It'd be burning a lot of oil. Need to check the driveway for some drippage too. Oh, you did lose me for a second? Oh, I see I'm in the LTE now. I was just saying I gotta get my jumper box good and charged so I go out to my mom's soon and check on the CRV that my sister has in her driveway. See if my sister wants to sell it to me for like really cheap. I offered him $400 at one time. The longer it sits, the lower that's gonna go. That was last Christmas. So I'll mow you the $400 right now. I'm not paying any more for that. So just don't know why my cousin didn't buy it. I thought he sold it to me. That guy that had put money down on it wasn't that happy. He was bitching at me about it. I'm like, hey, I didn't even know. I just knew he wanted to sell it, and I needed a truck, so I bought it. I didn't find out till after the fact. And according to him, you gave him like a down payment and then just ghosted him. So that's between you and him, because it's my truck now. Because I said I'll sell it to you for $2,500. The price just went up $1,000. It was beat up, but that truck ran great. It needed some front suspension work, but I didn't really drive it much. The only thing that really didn't work mechanically was the AC didn't work. It worked, it just had a leak in the system somewhere. If I pumped it up, it worked for a little, not very long, but it worked for a little while. Yeah, I'm looking at that river again. It is up. Yeah, I should be back out about 7:15-ish for the next live stream, for the dinner stream. In the meantime, I'm going to first take care of trying to figure out what to do about this credit card situation that I apparently owe the money on. I still don't remember ever getting it. See, in storage, I got another stack of old credit cards. I don't like throwing that stuff away. I either gotta completely melt them down in a fire pit or shred the shit out of them. I don't even like shredding them. So I keep them forever. There's my storage right there. I have no idea where that stack of those cards are in there. I'm wondering if it was a Credit Karma card I got from Credit Karma and somehow stuck it in that stack, because I can't find the card. I don't even know what email address is tied to it. Oh, you're on vacation. I don't care. Enjoy your vacation. You don't get to see your son that often. I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to anybody that's here listening. Yeah, I'm kind of liking these dinner ones better because the sun's in a different place of the sky, and it may be kind of the same temperature, but without that sun on you, it doesn't feel as hot. And by the time I'm on my way home, it's going to be almost pretty much dark. And if I don't have any, depending on what Frederick gives me for tomorrow, if I don't have any early deliveries, I may flip on Uber Eats while I'm down there just to see if I can get a couple deliveries. I'm not quite at 200 for the day with the 2 deliveries. So I may see if I can get enough Uber Eats to get me over. Just depends on how I feel at that point. I might be getting pretty sleepy by then too. And like I said, I haven't worked the last 2 Saturdays, but I've worked both Sundays with decent orders. Total, when they total up, they were decent. It'd be nice if I got loaded up with deliveries for Saturday and Sunday.
In a quarter of a mile, keep left.
At least about $300, $350 worth of deliveries for the next 2 days would be good to finish the week out. I need that money going into the bank. If I got a
hazard reported ahead.
Well, I don't know. I'll find out when I talk to this collection agency people. They may let me set up a payment thing. I'd have set up on auto pay just like I would have if I had it. Unfortunately, I think that it says I charged $338. On what? They can't tell me what I supposedly spent the money on. They couldn't find that. I'm like, well, it wouldn't really help to jog my freaking memory if I knew what I supposedly spent the money on. Because if I hear it, I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember that. I used that card? I don't remember that, but you don't have to yield to your car ahead of me. You can just go. Because I think I would remember spending $338, but I don't know if it was a bunch of small purchases or one big purchase. I don't know anything I spent $338 on 5 years ago at one time. If I would have never had to move, I wouldn't have that storage, and I'd know exactly where that stack of credit cards is. I know where I kept it at the apartment. That disrupted some things. I mean, I like it better now that I'm there. Don't really like the trailer, but I like it better out here than the city. With certain things I'm not in as close proximity to, though. Like a lot of the restaurants I used to see orders from. Yeah, I had myself a little epiphany last night. I keep trying to find cheaper land further out to where it's more affordable. And I said to hell with it. I need to increase money streams coming in without having to drive a shit ton of miles and spend a lot of hours out out on the road just doing gig work. I need to find other money streams, so that's what I'm, like the junkyard parts,
Police reported ahead.
other stuff, other ways of making money off the internet. Well, the police is right there ahead of me, making a left turn. They're not parked anywhere. I was to say I didn't see the head on the map. Somebody literally driving behind the cop told Waze there's the police ahead, so it's somebody have to be right by me here. I'd really like to start doing reviews like Grandpa Brandon does. I know he was talking last night how a lot of the stuff he did reviews on way back when he wouldn't even do now, but like I've said it right there in his chat, all those little reviews got him to where he's at now. Without him, he wouldn't be there. Because I don't have enough reviews on my channel, review videos. I only have like 2 or 3. I can't get on that creator connection thing he's on Amazon because of that. Because I've tried twice and they've shot me down twice. So I may make a totally separate channel, another channel I know, Gigwise Reviews. But keep with the Gigwise name on everything. Put that front for brand recognition someday. Unless I came up with a better brand name, I don't feel like brainstorming. I created the name and I like it. Guess I'm gonna do a ham sandwich for lunch. Slowly cleaning out stuff out of my freezer with the air fryer. Oh, I finally tore into one of my pothos plants and got all the dirt out of it and shook as much as I could out of it when it was dry. Then I just had to soak it and run it under water to get the dirt out of it. And I split the plant in half, and now it's the roots are in the fish tank water. If you look at the top of the back from about the middle to the left, you'll see 2 things up there at the top of the water. That's what has the pothos plant roots in it. And the plant itself is hanging out of the back of the fish tank. I need to, I'm going to modify my lid. I'll keep trying to find somebody either selling it super cheap. Because I saw some on Marketplace, but I just bought one. I didn't want another one just like it. Well, I do. Because to buy a lid, it's like 40, 50 bucks. Just a lid, just like the one I have. And I only paid 50 bucks for the whole tank kit that I got. So I can't see spending 40, 50 bucks on just the lid. But I need to cut it to give more space for the plants to come out of the back so the lid can close all the way. Right now it can't. It's like propped up in the back. Like I may have fake plants down that you see in the tank, but there's going to be real limit how many. I won't have to do as many partial water changes. It'll help keep that water crystal clear. Oh, I'm not going to make it through this light. Too many cars. I'll be the 5th car back, and I doubt I'll make it through. Unless somebody cuts me off and gets in front of me. I got a slim chance. Everybody's got to like launch when it turns green. I'm still waiting for Night Watcher to tell us how he's going to make $1,000 on 5 drop-offs. I need to find a couple of those. Just 2 of those a week's all I need, plus catering. I'd be in there like swimwear. I made it. It just turned red. I'm halfway through the
0.6 of a mile.
intersection.
Turn left and then turn right.
If I ever got pulled over for doing that, I'd have to tell the cop, listen, they need to fix that light to where it lets more than 3 or 4 cars through. And that's just everybody launches, like takes off as soon as it turns green. Because if they don't, it's happened. I've been like the 3rd car back and can't get through. Because that lead car or the 2nd car just sat there playing with their phone or whatever. And that's damn annoying. Especially that one. It's a long cycle to get back to me, and sometimes they skip me if there's not enough cars waiting, it seems like. So everybody else gets to go twice before I get to go once. You need to go to that Oklahoma City Zoo and check out the monkeys. It'll be a hoot. I know it is here. There's this municipality here in St. Louis, Bella Villa. I talked about it a couple, 3 days ago, where they'll pull you over for doing like 36 and a 35. Well, there's a stop sign running through one of the neighborhoods off the main road, and they often sit there waiting for people to run that stop sign. So you literally got to stop and look both ways and wait like 5 seconds before you go, or they'll get you. And somebody for that area, I'm in a Facebook group for over there, put a video where him and I guess his son or daughter, I couldn't tell the difference. I never saw any faces. He was sitting on the side street right there, the cop, and that guy made a right in that side street, turned around and parked down a little bit, but was right behind him, watching, waiting to see if he get anybody. And somebody just went right through it. He did get somebody within like 2 minutes of that guy sitting there. I couldn't believe they just blew right through the stop sign in Bella Villa. They must not know where they are to do that. But the intersection he's at, long time ago, on the other side of the intersection, there's a yard with a white picket looking fence. Well, that picket fence hasn't always been there. Hey, a minute. Oh, you're fine, man. I got all the time in the world. Sorry. Well, back when I was younger, driving through there in my 20s, at night, where that picket fence is, that wasn't there. The cop was in a black cop car, and he'd sat way back in these people's yard. You couldn't even see him. And that's what he was doing, was watching that stop sign. But now, I guess whoever lives there now said, hell no, they put up a fence. Cop can't drive in their yard now. I don't blame them. It's kind of like a speed trap, but it's a stop sign trap. Yeah, they got my grandpa. They didn't get a ticket, but they got my grandpa when he was still alive. I don't remember which vehicle he was driving, but he drove through the yellow light. And they pulled him over for driving through a yellow light. It never turned red. It was yellow, which means proceed with caution. And that's exactly what my grandpa told the cop. He's like, I didn't know it was illegal to drive through a yellow light because it means proceed with caution. And he didn't get a ticket, but they still pulled him over. Hey, there's a cat up in the window over there. Not the one that's usually the cat over there, but now there's a cat up here I see once in a while. This AC feels good. I didn't turn the AC up in my living room when I left, so it's probably going to have to crank that up as soon as I get in there. Oh, I got to remember these. And I can't take these glasses in with me. Hopefully I don't have to, I don't get all sleepy and want to take a nap when this caffeine crashes. I'll have to caffeinate up before I get out there. I cannot keep this grass from growing out of these cracks. I've used a shovel, I've used weed killer. Well, not just weed killer, kills anything. grass, everything, and it dies. And what is that cat doing? He's like all stretched straight up in the air trying to get something high on the window. There must be a fly in there. It looks like he's going after a bug or something. I had a dream. I just remembered it. It wasn't here. I don't know where I was living. It was some kind of an apartment building. Not where I used to live. None I have ever lived in. But all of a sudden there was a... what do they call them? Red cats? Orange cats. There was an orange cat. It was a kitten trying to get in my door. And all of a sudden I had like all of his brothers and sisters. They were all calicos, but not really any white on any of them. Just barely any white. More of the dark colors from a calico, and all mixed together with a little tabby mixed in. And all of a sudden like 6 or 7 kittens. And that's all I remember. And I know I wasn't on. I could look out my window down. I think I was like on the 3rd floor of an apartment building. Nice apartment. I remember that. But then I had all these kittens, and I didn't want to get rid of any of them because they all were friends with each other and siblings. The dreams we have. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm out, guys. I'll see you later on tonight when I get out for the dinner order, and I may or may not do a couple Uber Eats after that, or at least try. It just depends on what Frederick the AI gives me for tomorrow, or doesn't give me, one or the other. I'm hoping for at least one decent one, not like a $30 one. At least $100. Or if I get Jim Butler, they're like $85, $95. The last couple I did were like $95, but I haven't seen a Jim Butler Chevrolet in forever. And it's right down the street, and they usually order from something right down the street. Like if it's either Viviano's or Freddy's Frozen Custards and Steak Burgers. To get to the pickup, to the drop-off, and back to my driveway, it's literally like 16.1 miles. For like $85, $95. And the last couple I did were like $95. They up their pay. It's short, and they dropped how many lunches from 50 to 45. I don't know. I don't question it. I just do the job, make the money, and come back home. I love super close orders that I never get to see anymore. You guys see that all the time. I got to drive so far.